Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt guilty charging full price for your services to a new client after they just shared all the hardship in their life? That is emotional discounting. And we're not just discounting dollars here. We're discounting self-esteem, boundaries, business, our professionalism. It's not just money anymore. This episode, we're going to be sharing all of that and more so that you can see you're not just losing pennies in the bank. You're losing who you are as a professional, an artist, and a human. Hey guys, I'm Christine Sherwood, the BeautyPro coach, host of the BeautyPro podcast, and I'm going to be sharing with you how to stop emotionally discounting because it's hurting your brand. And if you've taken my other classes before, if you've subscribed to the BeautyPro podcast, you will have heard and will know that your brand is so much more than just your business. Your brand is who you are. And so if you're totally screwing that up, we're really diving deep into some crisis management. My hope is that by the end of this video, this podcast episode, you will never look at discounts the same again. So let's talk definitions, right? Your definition could be completely different than mine and vice versa. Emotional discounting is reducing your pricing based on your emotion, their emotion. That is not strategy. You're going to say things like, I felt really bad charging her. She's going through a rough time. It was just a dusting. I just dusted her tips. That was it. I don't want to be looked at as greedy. Babes, no. This is reactive pricing. This is not strategy. This is playing shop. This is not for kicks and giggles. This is totally you are depleting not only your time, your energy, and your bank account. You are purposely dwindling your own self-esteem and making your heart, mind, body, soul, spirit believe that you are less than. If you have taken any of my classes, if you have had any one-to-one call with me, you know that my coaching, we are all about our heads and our hearts and who we were made and created to be. And it is not less. So that's emotional discounting. Now we're going to talk about strategic discounting and what that looks like. Strategic discounting is based on purpose. Is it a referral program where you are intentionally discounting a price? You're taking off a percentage so that you and your services can be exposed to more people. Is it a loyalty program where you are rewarding your current clientele for bringing in more clientele? It's new client discounts. It's product sales. It's BOGOs. That is strategic discounting. And that's what I want you to start thinking about instead of all the feelings of ooh, ooh, ooh. Got it? Growing up, it was very possible that your parents projected this limiting belief on you that if you charge full price, you're a greedy business person. If you charge full price, you're going to be rejected. You're not going to have friends. That in the coaching world is what we call a limiting belief. It's completely unhealthy. And it turns out that it's an unhealthy relationship with money. It's a money mindset that literally does not pay. In another way, it can also be considered an assumption. That's what we call it in the coaching world. You are actually doing the judging of your client on whether or not they can afford you. You are taking their bank account, their money matters into your own hands and actually dwindling their self-esteem by telling them you can't afford me. AKA, that's judging. Yeah, we're in an industry where stereotyping, judging, it's part of the job. Like that is the entire industry. But we focus on the pretty side. But what we're talking about today, that's not pretty. That's the ugly truth. And it does not pay. If you want to scale your brand, you're not doing a good job of it if you do this. Another point is that you have a fear of rejection. So that's why you emotionally discount, because you're afraid that if you charge full price, they're going to reject you. But it turns out that clients who are always looking for a deal, they're pinching their pennies all the time. They're only going to attract more people to you who are the same way. And they're always going to have pushback. It doesn't matter if you charge full price, half price, $2 off, $5 off. They're always going to push your boundaries. They're always going to want a little bit more. So because that's the case, You might as well charge your worth, be firm about it, and let them be accountable and let them decide what it is that they actually want. The other thing that happens a lot in our industry, not only is it imposter syndrome that am I good enough to charge this price? Not only that, but we as service people, service personnel in the service industry, we are naturally yes people. It's actually our love language. We serve others to show them that's how we want to be loved. That's how I show you that you are loved, seen, heard, appreciated. So we automatically become yes people. And yes people, if they don't have their boundaries put in place, if they don't have their business boundaries or salon systems, if those are not firmly in place, you are absolutely going to be taken advantage of. You're going to be disrespected. You're going to have cancellations more than ever, all because you are constantly cutting yourself down to please with the fear of rejection, with the fear of being misled. So we're going to do a little bit of math. Really quick, it's really simple. Let's say you discount 5 clients an entire week and you're going to discount $20. 5 times 20, that's $100 that week that you just gave away. And then you're going to multiply that $100 by 52 weeks, which is a whole year. You just gave away $5,200. 5,200. Literally gave away. I don't know about you, but that could be a very, very cheap car price. $5,200. Do you know how many bills you can pay with that? You know how many sub sandwiches you can buy with that? No, ma'am, no, sir. We are not doing that anymore. Guilt is not a business model. Those price sensitive clients, yeah, they're always going to be pushing your buttons. But the minute that they can negotiate your price, then your price was never real to begin with. We know that that's not true. You are worth the value that you are setting for your services 100% every single day, every single time. So how do you know that you're emotionally discounting? How do you actually know that for a fact? One, you're discounting the service after the service is in. So that's why you'll see a lot of times salons, spas, barbershops are going to say, mention this discount, mention this special pricing at time of check-in. That's a strategy. We want to know that the clients who are coming in, they redirection, that they're going to comply to our policies and procedures. When we check it out and apply it from the first time that they walk in, we already are setting ourselves up with mentally, this is a mental game that we play with ourselves. Okay, I got to get them back to the level that they were at. I got to over deliver. I got to really give them the best pricing, the best services, recommend the best products so that they can actually get more bang for their buck. If you're constantly telling the clients, don't worry about it, it's fine, it's all good, it's okay. Is it really okay? Is it really all good? No, most likely not. It's not all good. Sure, they have a dead family member and they have to pay for the funeral, but you got to take care of your 6-month-old child who needs baby formula. I don't know. I don't have any kids. Are they still on baby formula at that time? You have different prices for different people because they've been with you, seniority, you really like them, they're handsome. Not okay. Emotional discounting. You get overly anxious about the pricing. Emotional discounting. You will never say no to any client, but you'll definitely charge them less depending on how their hair is. If it's just a dusting, if it's just 2 hairs on their head, emotional discounting. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself and really, truly, honestly be real and raw. Am I discounting out of strategy or am I discounting out of emotion? Either way, only you are going to know the answer to that. And only you are going to be able to fix it. Here's the other thing. Inconsistent pricing equals inconsistent brand equals untrustworthy business. They're going to disrespect you because you don't respect yourself, your own business structure. The price that you set is the marketplace signal. That's going to tell everybody in your community the kind of business that you are and the kind of people that you serve. If it's constantly going up and down and wavering, you're going to be considered unreliable, untrustworthy, and you're going to get fickle clients because you yourself are unstable. Every client, and I've said this in past episodes, every client is going to tell 3 people. So if you have 3 price sensitive clients, they're going to tell 3 people each. And it just grows and multiplies and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, you have a whole flock of discounted, price sensitive people, and you're going to lose so much money and be so entirely drained. Luxury, high paying clients are repelled by what they perceive to be cheap businesses. They don't want to do that. It's not brag worthy. They want to be able to go in a place that not only gives them amazing service, makes them feel seen, heard, and understood, but they also want to be able to brag to their friends and family about where they go, who they see, how they get treated, all of that. You're not Walmart. So stop pricing your services. Stop thinking of yourself on a Walmart budget instead of a Nordstrom budget. So how are we going to fix it? We're going to fix it by knowing your numbers first. Know the cost, how much it takes to run your business. How much does it take to do a blow dry, a haircut, a men's haircut? Know the pricing so that you can strategically say that price confidently without any wavering. Create a written price structure. You need to be able to explain it to somebody who has never gotten the kind of experience that you're going to be offering. You need to be able to explain it in a logical way, not just pick random numbers out from the sky. Let's say your clients are really having a hard time. They're going through a rough patch. Offer them a payment plan. Figure out how you can offer a firm, Klarna, like pay as you go kinds of things so that money will never be an excuse. Like in my one-to-one coaching, I offer payment plans. I offer the one pricing, pay everything. Like I don't like anybody to have an excuse for what they deserve. Everybody deserves to feel seen, heard, understood. Everybody feels and should feel beautiful. Like you deserve that. So why is money going to be the only thing standing in your way? No way. You can absolutely give them more bang for their buck by offering, complimentary conditioning treatments, gloss treatments, throw in some frills, throw in a charcuterie board, like make it really amazing. Overcompensate in the best way. And then you got to reframe it. Okay, we're not charging big bucks to take advantage of people. Absolutely not. We charge what we charge because it's a service. We have to take care of our business. Our business's life flow is in the cash flow. And if that isn't working, so then we're not going to be able to do either one. And so you're really doing a service by charging the pricing that you want to charge. So as part of your home play, I want you to write down the last 3 times you discounted a service. How much did you discount for? Be real and raw with yourself and ask yourself, was it strategic or emotional? That self-awareness alone shines light on so many corners of your heart. Then if you're still having a hard time, you still don't understand what it is that's happening, feel free to reach out to me. Book your complimentary one-to-one call with me. Let's find out where that mindset is coming from. Why is it that you can't break free from emotional discounting and business self-esteem? Like you don't want to be there. You want to be high end. You don't want to be gutter trailing. You don't want that. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to scroll down in the notes, in the caption, find the link and reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to share. That's a wrap for today's episode, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll talk to you next time.